Hello guys, myself Sri Pada. I'm studying in SVC College of Engineering, Bengaluru, and I'm from Infinity section, first sem. Today I'm going to do a topic about on subject of Python, and in that, finding the mean, variance, and standard deviation using Python. Next, processing numbers, mean, variance, and standard deviation. It is about of creating a Python program to analyze data and to find mean, variance, and standard deviation. First, to the let's we know the problem or the statement of the problem. First, the question is read n numbers from the console and store them in a list. Compute and display the mean, variance, and standard deviation with suitable messages. Here, first we want to create a list containing some numbers, and then we want to display that mean, variance, and standard deviation. The steps to solve. The first step is to reading the input values from the users, then convert the inputs into a list of numbers, then calculate mean, variance, standard deviation using the suitable formulas, then print the results with appropriate messages. Here, the first step is going to be giving the input about the values, and then that the values will be converted into the list. After that, converting the values into the list, then the mean, variance, and standard deviation will be calculated from the formulas. Then it will give the appropriate results with the messages. Then the key concepts about this one. It is a mathematical definitions. The first one is mean, that is sum of all elements divided by the count. Then the variance. Variance is average of the square differences from the mean. Then standard deviation. Standard deviation is square root of the variance. Here, the formulas which we are going to use to find the mean, variance, and standard deviation. The first formula is about of mean, that is sum of numbers divided by n. Then the variance. Variance formula is sum of x minus means to the power of 2 for x in numbers divided by n. Then standard deviation. Then the short form of standard deviation will be the std underscore dev, that is standard deviation only, and its formula is going to be a maths dot square root. In bracket we are going to use that as a part of variance. And then this is the implementation of our Python code. In the year, first we want to import our math. Because of to import, we are using a square root. So we are importing math, and then we want to define a main. Then n is equals to int input, enter the number of elements n. Here we are going to take the input of the numbers, and we are using here int because of numericals. Then print, enter the numbers one per line. Then numbers is equals to float input for I in range. Here we are using the float because of the numericals, and that is then mean is equals to sum of numbers divided by then n. Here this step is about of a formula of mean, that is sum of numbers divided by n. Then the variance. Variance is also its formula sum of x minus mean square of 2 for x in numbers. And then standard deviation is equals to math square root variance. Then print f variance in bracket, that is out of 2f, and as same as standard deviation. Then we want to conclude the loop by adding mean main. Then key features of this code. First one is dynamic input. Dynamic input will handle variable list size based on user input, and then error handling. Ensures robust input validation. Math library. This we are important math now. That's so its importance is to be utilizing the math square root for precision in square root calculation. Then readability. Easy to read and modular. And by adding that by giving that input, the output is going to be first it will ask enter the number of elements, that is n is to 5. How many number of elements we want to add, that is 5. We are using 5 digits, so enter the numbers. Then it will ask to enter the numbers, then we want to enter the number. By adding one number we want to go on through and pressing the button enter, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is the example we have taken here. And then next it will give the values, that is mean is 30, variance 200, standard deviation is 14.14. And the applications, we can use this code for statistical data analysis, scientific research, finance and economics. The conclusion, this program demonstrates the basic of statistical computations in Python, easy to extend for more complex analyticals, ideal for beginners to practice mathematical programming. And then thank you. Please like, subscribe and share.